Hi guys, happy Thursday. It is December 11th, 2025, aka my mom's birthday. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. Today I just wanted to come on here and make this video because one, I need 30 followers, and two, I want to share how good that my Father Jesus Christ is. And so, if you can like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. My goal is to spread positivity and love and the word of Christ and my personal testimonies and my personal ways, but according to his word, which is the truth. And so, please like and subscribe. And if you see me moving from side to side, it's trying to avoid my daughter getting in the camera. But I just wanted to share that recently me and my family had took a vacation to Las Vegas. My husband is a huge football fan for the Raiders, and so we did go out there for my son's birthday for the month of November before Thanksgiving. And so every time that we go on a vacation, we like to take our time to go to church every Sunday, like we're called to do. And so during our vacations, this has already been the third vacation that we have taken, that we made it a priority to go to church on Sunday. And it's very nice, and it's a cool priority because not only do we get to give our Father praise and glory, as we're called to do, but we can also experience other parishes and see the beauty of other parishes. And so during this vacation, I did look up a church. It's called Christ the King. It is in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I just want to shout out that church because they were so kind and loving to me and my family. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful parish. And we had decided to go to church on Saturday because the Raider game was on Sunday. So we went to church Saturday night and Saturday afternoon. And when we walked into this church, you can just feel the presence of the Lord in there, and everybody was so nice and welcoming. I really loved it. It was beautiful. They had TVs to share the sermon, to share the song, so we can all do it together and sing along. And so as we're sitting there, and it's Vegas, right? Like, for me, it's Vegas, and my soul did not feel at ease in Vegas in some locations. And I just needed God. I needed him in that moment. I needed him in that time. And when we went to church, not only did I feel him, I was there with him, and I loved it. And so on the TV screen during Mass, they put up there, sorry, I'm trying not to cry, I'm such a softie, I cry a lot, but on the TV screen it said a worshiping concert, and I was like, oh, that's cool, but I wasn't really paying attention to it because it's not my parish. We probably wouldn't be there for that date. And so I just kept, it kept going by. And so I stopped and I looked at it, and I really took the time to read it, and it said that the worshiping concert was that same night. That night. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm like, well, what if we go to it? I'm going to turn this way a little bit. But I'm like, what if we go to it? And then like the doubt came in, because I'm like, well, it's $25 a person. That would be $100 for my family. And my husband's probably not too fond of it. You know how men are with money. But respectfully, I didn't get the responses that made me feel like they wanted to go. So I respected everybody's decision. And so after Mass, we gave thanks, we checked out their gift shop, and we left. And so during this time, we drive back to the Strip, and my soul is not at peace. And something in my heart, aka the Holy Spirit, my Father, was telling me to go back. And I didn't know how to tell my husband because I thought he was going to be mad at me because the strip was quite a ways from the church. But the worshiping concert started at, I think it started at 7, I want to say, or 8 o'clock. It started at 8. And so it was already like, time was passing, but then time was going so slow. So we were driving around the strip, and it was kind of closed off because the F1 racing thing was there. I guess that weekend F1 racing was there, and so the parts of the strip was closed off and we couldn't access it. So we were like we were turning around, and so there was this parking garage, and my husband's like, should I turn, and I'm like, nah, we'll just drive. So we drove, and then we drove down the opposite side of the strip. We're going to the opposite side of where this church was, and we're going to the opposite side of where the strip was. And during this time, I want to go to this worshiping concert, and I want to go praise my Father. And I didn't know how to tell my family. And then finally, when we're like far away from the church, I tell my husband, I'm like, honey, something in my spirit is telling us to go back to that church, to go attend the worshiping concert. And so he is like a bit flustered, to be honest. He's like, well, why didn't you tell me this? We could have just stayed and not wasted gas and drove around and wasted time. And I'm like, I'm sorry. So as we're driving back, like we're going, he's a bit flustered, but then he's full of love, so he's willing to comply with wifey. And I told him, I was like, honey, something in my spirit is telling me to go back. Us to go back. And so I'm not lying to you. This concert was pretty big, right? The parking lot was really big. And so it was full. If you wanted to park somewhere, you had to walk quite a ways. And so when we got there in that parking lot, there was a VIP parking spot right in front of the door for us. It was free. There was nobody there. And that was like one of the signs, like, okay, Father, I see you. I see you. So we park, we get off. And like I said, one of the main things that was my main concern was the $25, fee to get in. But at that moment, I'm like, you know what? I just want to go because the Lord told me to go. And so we get in there, we go to pay, and the sweet lady says, you're okay. You guys don't have to pay. You could just go in. Because it started 30 minutes ago. And so, excuse me. And so, that right there just let me know that the Lord had my back too. So it was free. There was a parking spot, and then we get in there, and it's a worshiping concert to worship our Father and praise and give Him glory. And they're playing, the next song up is one of my favorite songs that I love to sing to my Father. And those 3 times just let me know that my Father was with me, and He loves me so much, and He's always with me during everything, including on my vacation where I was struggling, where I was fighting spiritual warfare. Like he was there with me, and He made this concert happen for me. And I get in there, and they're playing my favorite song, The Goodness of God, and I started singing my head off. I gave Him praise, I gave Him the glory. It was just a beautiful concert. And it was just a wonderful, amazing thing. And excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm working at the same time. But that day really meant the most to my heart. And I know that God was with me. He was with my family. And it was just meant to be. It was meant to be for us to be at that worshiping concert. We met the Father, and it was just beautiful. And I was so thankful and so grateful for His love during that time of the trip, because, you know, Vegas is Vegas, and some parts of Vegas is my soul didn't feel right. But my Father was so good. And He let me know that He was right there by my side with us, with me. Me and my kids were singing. We were throwing our hands up and worshiping and praising the Lord. My husband was singing some of our songs. Like, it was just a beautiful experience. And it was a beautiful church and a wonderful community. And I'll never forget that day. And I just wanted to share this Jesus moment with you guys. And I appreciate you guys being here today on this video. And if you can give me a like, a comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will talk to you soon.